Where's my tea over there?
Where were we? I can't remember.
I was in mid-floor about something. I was recapping something. I think I got it in. Can't remember what it was though.
It's such a long time.
Con, you just said about your national anthem. And you were just about to sing it for us, I think, Con.
Lord, don't ask me. I will mercilessly kill it. I can sing it over here because if you can't remember all the words, you just go blach and it's good, you know.
That's like my French.
Yeah, and you know, I remember I did it once on stage here, and it went down like wow! It was just amazing. It was.
Helen Nichols is that girl? I just remembered. Oh, Kipper's not here now.
Helen.
Yeah, a woman. Woman. Yeah.
Clever.
She's a bit of on the. I think it was on the Langland site. Was it? I've had a bit of a back and forth, only gently, with Paul Llewellyn, and about somebody finding loads of nails in the sand.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, oh yeah, that's burning pallets, isn't it? You know. Throw another pallet on the fire, and it only takes about 2 or 3 pallets. I figured there's about 60, 70 nails per pallet. You know.
Yeah.
Rotten nails and pallets.
Elvis Presley sang that song, didn't he?
What?
Oh, come on then.
No, no, sorry, it's nothing. It's just Burning Love, wasn't it? But you could easily change it to Burning.
Oh, I see. Burning pallets, no.
Yeah. Burning pallets on the shore. I think that would work.
Yeah, but there was a quote. One woman had said, "Yeah, but," or was it Paul that said, "Yeah, they ought to actually take them apart first." But I thought, you know what it's like taking a pallet apart. It's a pain. I borrowed a special tool from my next door neighbour, which I've still got in the shed actually, and it's specifically designed to prise apart the boards on the pallets, you know.
Yeah.
And it can be a lot easier, but it's not.
A car jack does it as well.
Oh, what, a car jack?
Yeah. Just put them between them.
Yeah.
Pulls them apart.
But yeah. I got to be quite an expert when I was in my woodworking, building, pallet type days. I got quite an expert, and I always thought it was a Jimmy bar, you know. And it's quite easy to do actually, without split, because you got to do it without splitting the wood and breaking the wood. Then you can reuse it all, you know.
Yeah.
I got quite an expert at it. You could take apart a pallet in half an hour, like, you know.
But sorry, Con, but where do they get a pallet on the beach? You don't have pallets around. I've never seen one.
No, not many. You do down
Langland, washed up or anything.
No, but people take pallets down to the beach for a fire.
Yeah, but it's a big,
serious
take, isn't it?
Bit big, yeah. But I mean, these people turn up with a van, and they turn up with a bunch of.
They probably smash them up a bit first, and then take the bits down onto the beach, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. It's hard work smashing a pallet, isn't it?
That's what I said.
Not if you've got a chainsaw.
It doesn't come, you can't throw a little rock at it and it'll break it. Just
no.
If you've got a chainsaw, you just go.
That's all we need on Langland now.
But if you use it, I've used a circular saw on mine a couple of times, but you end up with the blocks. You cut through the gaps, and you end up with the 2 layers with the cubed block in between. You know.
Because there was a lot of nails there, wasn't it? It was like a whole pallet full of nails, it looked to me.
I used to have boxes of old pallet nails, you know?
Yeah.
You know, if I would have sent them up to the scrappies, I might have got something for them now, you know?
Yeah, goldfish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, that's back in the day. That was
a bag of, you know, like it's like first prize in the lottery, wasn't it? A bag of rusty nails.
Yeah. Or Bullseye, they used to give them prizes like that, didn't they? If you remember Bullseye.
Second prize was 2 bags.
Oh, you know that program? I used to hate it when all the competitors. I can't remember what was the host's name, but the competitors used to say his name all the time. I hate that in conversation.
Bowen.
Jim Bowen.
Jim Bowen,
yeah.
In red.
I do when you're in people conversation
Was that
And-
Bernie the boat?
No, that was a crossbow thing, wasn't it?
Oh,
Forget his name.
right, yeah.
But when people are in conversation, sometimes, say you get two people talking back and forth, so the interviewer, and every time he says something to the other person, he says their name first. I thought, you've established who you are to each other. You don't have to do this all the time.
Maybe you're stuck with radio procedure.
Yeah. Pros and cons, yeah. That's what I've been going with. But I mean, I'm a bit of a grammar gremlin on loads of stuff. Like I just stuck one to a friend of mine now. He works on another radio station. Nothing to do with the radio. I would have done it. But the phrase he used, he wanted to say, "Oh, thank heavens for that." But he put "thanks heavens." I thought, no. There's no S on the thanks. Yeah. It's thank heavens. It's not thanks heavens.
I don't know if you noticed this, Sam. Whenever I send you a little note or something like that, the grammar is always correct.
You got a spell checker on it, a grammar check or something.
No. I go back to my English days with Mark Bevan.
Well, sure you should. I appreciate that.
I know, but I know you're a stickler for that.
You'll have extra notes.
I think you're wrong about what you just said, because I remember the song. It was a French guy who sang that.
Thank heavens.
Thank heavens.
Yeah, so it's thank, no plural, it's thank heavens.
But thank was spelled with a Z. Thank heavens.
Yeah,
no H in
yeah.
it.
So as I say, so it's thank.
Maurice
It's not thanks. It's not thanks. It's thank.
Yeah.
The heavens, yeah.
No,
Yeah, Charles Aznavour. Yeah. Charles Aznavour.
The plural is in the heavens.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's fucking education night tonight.
You're right there, Conch. I remember there was a German song once I used to know, and I can't, in English, is "In heaven there is no beer, so therefore you drink a tear. And if there is not any more beer, there's something about you cry a tear or something." It was a German song, which I can't remember.
That French guy, I remember jokingly referring to him as Charles. How's your father? Charles Aznavour.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's great, Charles Aznavour.
Well, it was Maurice Chevalier, wasn't it?
It was Maurice Chevalier who did.
Yeah, Charles Aznavour was she.
But Charles Aznavour was brilliant at everything, basically. Yeah. And Sacha Distel as well.
That's some great speakers in France.
He's a friend of Sacha Distel. What song's that from?
Wasn't the singing nun from France as well?
Yeah, Dominica. Sister Dominica.
Yeah,
that's it.
But what's his name? What did I just say? What's his name? Oh, fuck. Well, no.
Came to me then a line from that song. Lives in a fancy apartment on the boulevard Saint Michel.
Oh,
and the friend of Sacha Distel.
Yeah, where do you go to, my lovely?
Yeah, Peter Sarsted.
Peter Sarsted, yeah.
I remember.
I really miss these Sunday nights.
Hey, they
get better, man. They get better.
It's good tonight because we're remembering stuff. No,
yeah. Usually you sit there going, oh.
That Peter Sarsted. That Peter Sarsted song I remember about 4 years ago when Kim and I went to Paris on a long weekend, and we had a place just off. I said, oh, this is near the Boulevard Saint Michel. We were just off that, and we made a point. We found the piece of music, and we danced to it in our room overlooking the road, like. Quite romantic,
Very romantic. Très romantic, monsieur.
Yeah.
It is the main road, isn't it? Going up to the
yeah.
Champs-Élysées, isn't it?
No, Champs-Élysées is the one that goes from the Needle up to Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah, but I thought that was going on right angles to that.
It comes onto the Arc de Triomphe.
No, Champs-Élysées goes from the river straight up, as in north. Boulevard Saint Michel is over down near the Latin Quarter.
Is it? All right.
Relatively close to Notre Dame, across by the other side of the river.
All right.
Is it near Montmartre, is it?
No, Montmartre is up the top of the hill.
Is it? All right.
So if you went down the hill from Montmartre to the Hausberg, whatever road, and then you cross the river, and then the other side is Saint Michel.
Yeah, okay, got you.
Oh, Tony Robinson, he did Horrible Histories. That's what you were talking about.
Ah, I didn't know the guy's name, but yeah, horrible
Yeah, it
history.
was Baldrick, wasn't it? I think.
Baldrick.
Well, a baldrick kind of character, was it?
Baldrick was a character in somebody
Oh, he
remembers
was in
from
it,
the
was he?
program.
Blackadder
Blackadder, yeah.
in many centuries.
One of the, I think that was one of the best comedies around at the
It was
time.
brilliant. It was brilliant, Blackadder. I love it. Still watch it.
There's sort of we go through decades, and there's one comedy, isn't there?
Yeah.
That sort of comes to light.
I tell you what I watched the other night was a couple of episodes of The Good Life
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's,
with
Felicity Kendall and
Felicity Kendall.
Richard Briers.
And we always used to think Felicity Kendall was just the most.
Yeah, she had sort of awards for being the best rear for years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Strangely enough, it's her birthday on Wednesday.
Are you going?
Well, happy birthday, Felicity, Wednesday.
Yeah,
On Wednesday.
I'm not sure if she's still with us. I suppose so.
Yeah,
It's hers, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Douglas, and Michael Eames, all on the same day.
Oh, is it your birthday next week? Next Wednesday?
This Wednesday, yeah.
Oh,
So
well,
that's
happy
how I knew
birthday.
Felicity Kendall had her birthday.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't retain.
That was a good
knowledge
link
for
into
nothing.
that was a good link into telling us you had a birthday next Wednesday.
It wasn't
right?
it? We're
It was. You
perfectly-
wrote that in really well. That's very
I didn't even
professional.
have to bring it up.
Yeah, you
I
guys
could have-
did this.
I got a croquet tournament next Wednesday. As we were playing this afternoon in the rain. You know, today was a bit they'd set the lawns up. So Kim and I went down about 2:30, and we thought, oh yeah, we start playing. And once you get into a game and it starts to rain, put your jacket on with a hood. So by the time we finished, I'd never, with the jacket I wear a lot of the time, and I got soaked through to the skin, you know. And we thought, and we called it, but we've got a game on Wednesday with the visiting team. So I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like. It's the last week of playing now before the end of the season, you know.
You need one of those bicycle capes. They're the best ones for rain.
What do they call them now? Guacamole? No. What do they call it?
I just see you there wearing guacamole now.
No, what's it? A
The
Google.
poncho.
A
If
Google.
you want to get ridiculed, you can get a dry robe.
Ooh.
Is that
Imagine a dry robe on a crook.
Did I say those words?
What is it? No, cagoule, isn't it? A cagoule, isn't that one of those plastic capes?
Head mask, isn't it?
We do have a lot of dry rope wankers around the place. Gary's playing very quiet there.
I haven't got one.
That's
We'll
Everybody
get
says
you
that.
over Christmas, Gary.
I'd shoot anybody that wore one. I must admit.
Hey, did you see that little clip that Mark, she put up when he was viewing an indoor, like a wave pool? Not an indoor, inland.
Photos. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, but he did a little video of him walking around it. And he was totally being Mark. And then later on today, he must have gone on, and there's a couple of nice pickies of him. It looks it's coming up about 2 or 3 foot by the time it
He's
rolls.
got one wave where he's doing a slash back there, and it's at least 4 or 5 foot the wave, you know.
Oh, maybe that's the one. Maybe.
It's urban surf, isn't it, in Sydney? Oh, Kipper's coming in. He's supposed to finish eating.
What do you think of our new member on I Love Langland, Con?
Huh?
Our new member on I Love
Yeah,
Langland.
Corky Carroll, man.
Oh yeah, because he was one of the names I remember at his T-shirt. Corky Carroll.
Yeah.
He was the one, not young. And what was the other one now? We met him in Biarritz once. Was it Corky Carroll? He drove in a Porsche. A campsite. We were staying 1969. We were in Residence de Pins, which was just down from the steakhouse. And I'm sure it was Corky Carroll. What were the other big names around about then?
Mickey
Colin?
Dora was around in those days.
Mickey Dora, yeah. No, I don't think it might have been.
There was 3 of them. I can't remember the other one now.
Mike Hinson,
No,
Corky Carroll, Fred Hemmings,
no.
Joey Cabell.
No, it more like it might have been the second one you said, not Mickey Dora.
Mickey
It
Dora,
it
yeah.
might have been him.
Probably, if he's driving a Porsche, it would have been Dora, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the new thing that Paul Henry's done
Who?
for Butch, for Mark? I forget Mark's surname. Paul Henry.
Oh, for Dave.
No, for
Right.
Butch. I don't know what's his surname. Mark.
Oh, the nickname bank guy? No, that's the wrong one.
No, if you look on I Love Langland, it's on there.
Yeah. I saw the one he put up for Dave.
Yeah.
One of his, whatever ones.
Well, I think this one is even better, to be honest. I mean, musically.
Yeah.
And,
On the one for Dave,
One for Vicky as well, isn't he?
yeah, I was having a problem with the one for Dave, Vicky, following the words. Because sometimes
Yeah.
they're fighting with the imagery. I couldn't read them quicker.
From what I understand, I think that's a poem to go with the music rather than the words of a song. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were words because it's instrumental, the stuff he plays on the harmonica, the electric job, but all the words were just like a poem, which were coming up, and it was quite good. The Friar, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite good, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that was cool. Now, I forget this Mark. I'm sure you must know him, Con. Mark.
Yeah, did he have a nickname? Middle name. No, I'm thinking
you want to say Anthony, don't you? But I'll have a look now. It'll come up. Talk amongst yourselves.
We'll shove you out of the picture for a while.
Mark Butch Roberts.
Mark Roberts, yeah. You don't know him?
No, I don't ring a bell.
I know the face. I've spoken to him a few times, I think. But
I can't say. I just looked it up on Facebook and I can't say that I know him. But I might probably do,
But there again, a lot of people came around later, and you didn't know everybody, did you?
No, I missed out on a lot of people, didn't
I know our maintenance manager isn't with us tonight, but any moves on sort of slapping some stuff on the bench before it gets deep winter, the oil bit or whatever?
Well, as I said, anybody's welcome to go up and do it. But, I was going to go and do it the other week, but I didn't want to. I didn't know if anybody else was planning or got the stuff or anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, let's look at the next couple of dry days we get, Mike. We'll sort something out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which it only takes two people to go up there and do it, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got to make sure he's dry for a couple of days, and we get the second day and we get it on.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
What you gotta think about is how long it takes to dry as well. Can leave a little sign on it saying when.
Yeah, I got some of that warning tape we can just wrap around it.
Yeah.
I know Biscuit's been asking me for the names. I've got about 7 or 8 names that we'll have to go through one day, Con. They're all bona fide and people I think, most of them. Or have good relevance. So
Have you been up to tend your garden, Michael?
I went out about 3 weeks ago. It doesn't look very well, to be honest.
You haven't even looked at it, you see?
It's still alive, but I don't know if the soil there is particularly good.
Gary, did you pick up on that, Gary? Being at the rear of the bench, Michael planted some stuff that would grow in that sort of soil, and then somebody sort of said, "Oh, there's plastic there on the labels." Ooh.
That was
God
classic,
forbid.
that was.
And it was to do with the bees' houses, wasn't it?
Yeah, apparently the bees dig into the ground behind the bench and live there. But we've never seen any.
Like property developing, taking away the bees.
And that's the strange thing, isn't it? The property development up the road's taking up sort of 2 hectares or something, isn't it? Nobody said anything about that.
That was a classic Facebook trawler, wasn't it? It lasted about not even a week, and we never heard of it since.
Yeah, I think people have these little moments, don't they?
That's right. And this person, it took us a while to find out who it was, wasn't it? They had a strange name, didn't they? The one who was the...
It was a double single name, wasn't it? Lewis-
Dura, was it something like Dura or something?
Yeah.
Lutra,
Bam,
Lutra.
bam, bam, or...
That's it. Lutra.
Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Lutra. Don't know what it means. I suppose it means something.
Yeah.
Historically, all the funny stuff used to grow in Bishopston Valley anyway. So
Well, yeah. Does it still?
don't know.
Yeah.
The Valley of Milk and Honey.
To be honest, it would be quite fitting if we could plant some funny stuff behind it. Really, it would sort of
Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, I don't
sit
think
in
it
there
would last.
with nice wafting smells passing by you.
It would be very nice, Michael. I was shame it isn't legalised, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it may be frowned upon.
You know, we could have a whole hill of flowing, blowing in the winds, in the
I tell you
sunshine.
something though, the amount of, I don't know if you get the same, Sam, the amount of people that sort of say how good it is and how much they enjoy it is it's amazing. I've got people coming all over.
What, the bench now?
Yeah, I'm saying, you know, like particularly the people who've written in as well, asking for people's names to go up there.
Oh,
You know, I mean, I don't know them, but they're obviously
yeah.
they know people. And so what I've asked for, just to let you know, in case anybody asks, apart from their name and date of birth and death, I've asked them to write a short sort of pre-say of what Langland meant to them or what Langland did for them, just so that we have some sort of record.
Yeah, some sort of justification then as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Before somebody asks, can I put my great-grandmother up there because she got a bus that had Langland written on it once. You know, we should have people like that. Somebody's dog.
Did catch a bus to Langland once.
Yeah.
I tell you what I discovered around the point the other day. I usually sort of go there but every other day. And I was, for years, when there was a bit of a talk going about the brass plaque that had been vandalised or removed from one of the benches. And every time I went round, and apparently it had been taken off to be repaired or something or other, I could never find. I thought, well, I don't know where this plaque is about a guy who was in the Burma prisoner of war thing, and I finally found it 2 days ago. It's just around the headland as you go up round the point, and you're on the brow, and as you look up towards Caswell and Quilty and all the little cliffs, it's the bench which looks up that way, and it's the guy that we used to think at that point when he was prisoner of war in Burma or something, And I thought, this is where it was, because I used to look on all the others that are facing Langland,
Respect for the guys there, man.
I've seen the post about. Somebody wrote a story about him actually a while ago.
Is it?
About that guy.
Yeah, that wasn't no tea party, was it?
Yeah. But I don't know much about him, to be honest. I don't actually go that way much.
To the dark side.
I never go. Caswell is not my favourite beach.
No, it's not.
Well, I only go to the point and sometimes down a bit. Barry goes regularly. Is it up to Whiteshell?
Yeah.
With the raised bit. That's Barry's walk.
Yeah, it's sort of a casual, sort of off ground.
The only thing I've noticed is more surf in Caswell than ever I've noticed before.
More actual waves.
Yeah.
You've been up Bishopston Valley too many times, you have.
Well, they're not great waves, but they're great for beginners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've noticed like the Redcliffe end has been going a few times, and there's not been many out there. Whereas there's been sort of hundreds in Langland.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it was a day or 2 days before Dave's paddle out, where it was working everywhere. Out on the point, the reef and over by Rotherslade and wherever. You had to really try and find one, but there were about 40 plus people out there, and some were getting, some nice waves, but I think that was maybe after we'd had the storm. It was just after I come back from my trip. So I think it was
Yeah. It was a little
2 or 3 days before last Sunday.
We didn't actually have much of a swell after the storm, did we, for some reason? Was the wind blowing in the wrong direction or something?
too close, perhaps.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a storm the last 3 days, Con. We never had it. You had it down your way, but you didn't get this far. we were supposed to. We've had yellow warnings for rain for the last 3 days and thunderstorms.
We're
But
not.
We
No.
keep getting the warnings, then they say, "Oh, warnings, it's gone now," and then it comes back on again, and they say, "Oh no, it's been cancelled."
yeah,
On again.
the thing is now nobody believes
Rain.
them.
I got
I know.
expect rain tomorrow. Flood warning. Yeah. Well, you know, we live on a river. Yeah, but you know, the river as it goes into the sea, and there's a lot of area in there. You know, but we don't
Where?
get flooded. Where I live.
Oh right, sorry.
Yeah, but it's not going to get flooded, sort of thing. You know, maybe well up the top of the river, but it doesn't seem to ever get flooded anyway. You know, but
The strange thing was, Con, when we had all that rain, they built in that sea wall to stop the sea coming in. The rain coming down couldn't get out, and it flooded all the streets.
let's think about that.
That's the point.
I think
Like the wall there, you know, to stop the tide, you know, ever getting in. And so you know where the gully used to be, come down from Newton Road, and there used to be a tunnel there, wasn't there?
yeah.
Where the water from Newton Road used to go goosh out the thing. So is it channeled elsewhere, or is it supposed to go down the drains and then out somewhere?
Well, it's pumped back into Swansea, isn't it? All the drain water. They can't let it go out into the sea.
All right.
That's ridiculous.
There's
isn't it?
loads. I'm sure there's loads of culverts and things that do actually do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, right? I would prefer to have rainwater going into the sea than the overflow of sewage. If they let the rainwater go into the sea, then they wouldn't have an overflow in the fucking sewage system, would they?
It's that old story that they reckon it's all sort of got petrol and gas and oil and everything else in it.
Yeah,
But it's the same as the sand, isn't it? Well, I don't know if you don't know. The sand that gets blown up onto the roads, they can't put back onto the beach.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's contaminated.
It becomes radioactive, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, they did for years and years, just shovel it up and throw it back. I
Yeah.
don't remember any sort of fallout or anything. So.
Talking about the stuff near the contamination in roads, I was talking to my brother, and we talked about bottom of Newton Road on the Mumbles Road there, where there's all those apple trees, and the apples are falling like anything. And I think I'm not even sure if the rats have them, but he said, well, he wouldn't be.
There's loads of rats there.
Yeah.
For the toilets, loads.
They make a lot of apple pie, do they?
Yeah. They love the rats. The apples, the rats. I mean, it's a time of plenty for them. There's only one tree.
Is it just the one, is it?
Yeah. It just gets absolutely loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the end of the toilet block.
Yeah.
You can't eat them though, Michael, because they contaminate with
Yeah, that's what I meant.
food.
Well, they contaminate, I don't know.
I tell you this one thing, I'm not sure I mentioned it, and I thought, oh, do I say something to somebody about it? I think, no, I won't put it up as a Facebook post on your Mumbles Action. It's a case of all the keyboard warriors putting something up and go to the source and try and get it done. But down in the Nabrop car park, there are two things which bugged me every day I walk Bell around there. One is, as you were launching a boat, going down towards the far slip between the rock and that, there's a barrier there for people to have a code to be able to go through the barrier and launch their boat. And right next to it is a little command center, a little block that's about 3 foot tall, 18 inches. It's obviously got all the power and all the electrics in it to work the barrier. But for about the last year and a half, around it has been those plastic sort of fencing they put when there's some road works going on. Well, those things have been there for well over a year. And I think, well, why are they there? The thing is finished now, by the looks of it. And so I'm thinking, is it because until the council can afford the stainless steel proper bars to go around it, they're obliged to just stick those ugly plastic fencing there?
Probably, yeah.
I don't know.
It's
that's
the radioactivity here, Sam.
What's that?
The radioactivity.
Yeah. It's Mumbles Yacht Club barrier, so I don't know how it works.
It goes up and down.
No. Well, I've never seen it go up and down, to be honest. But
Oh, yeah, I saw some guys. There's some techno guys. Well, you know, like you get the post office guys with the thing is open and they're in there fiddling with the wires and they're doing. And I said to him, I said, where's this thing going to be? Oh, he said, we don't know about that. There was a problem because around the base of it, it had been left empty, and rats had sort of got themselves little channels there.
yeah.
But all the gravel is around it now, and it, all intents and purposes, is finished. And like a tree has fallen down on the roadside, a bush. It's fallen down. But nobody's come along and, oh, well, clear it out the way. It's like a dead bush. I think this whole thing of the council keeping things in nice order, because we're a tourist village, town, whatever, it does seem to work.
Yeah, yeah.
But they finally cut the hedge around the bowling green.
I've noticed that. That's because all the birds have left it now. Did you see them all doing a mass exodus the other week? There's
Yeah.
thousands of them.
Yeah, because they cut that once a year.
Yeah.
They won't cut it down until next September.
Convenient though, isn't it?
Yeah. And they pull the old joker card of, health and safety for the wildlife.
Yeah.
But everybody else that's got hedges in their gardens, cut them 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I know, yeah. That barrier though, I see people going out and they're just lifting it up, letting the car through by hand.
What, the one down the bottom there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a fake barrier, Sam.
A ploy.
A ploy.
Yeah. One of those French birds. It maybe just be a painting. It may be a trompe ploy. What are they called?
A folly.
Huh?
Folly?
No, it's a French
fake
word.
news.
What's that, Gary?
It's a French word for fake, sort of like where you got a doorway where it's not a doorway. Is it trompe ploy?
Four.
No, this artists will paint these paintings, and it looks like you're looking out a window, and it's not a window; it's just a painting on the wall.
Oh, did you see that one on my Facebook page the last couple of days? I only just put it up there. I think it was day before yesterday. Have a look. It's fantastic. It's this woman coming up out of it looks like a flooded building. And she's there with the water up to her neck, But it's actually a painting. And the guy is on like a stand-up paddleboard, painting it just against the wall above the waterline. Have a quick look on my Facebook page. It's good.
There's some talented people around, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of this street art now is becoming real art instead of just graffiti. Before it was graffiti, which is, I suppose, art.
I noticed recently Banksy's recent batch of stuff of animals, and then somebody's got at it and put stripes on an elephant or something, turn it into or try and make it look like a zebra. And also the first one I ever knew of, and I didn't know it was a Banksy, in Bristol, on that hill that goes up, I forget where it goes, but there's a building on the right hand side, and it's a window, a window in a building, and the window depicts there's a guy on the inside giving this woman a bad time, and she's wearing not a lot, and there's a guy hanging out the window on the ledge, so he's obviously been in there up to no good, and the woman's man has come back, and it's a cracking graffiti job, but somebody has splattered it with some stuff. And I thought, and does that mean it's now more art?
Yeah, well, here's one for Con. So, saying what Sam said, Con, if you paint and put stripes on an elephant, does that elephant then think it's a zebra?
Too late tonight for that.
Oh, you mean a zebraphant?
Different.
Yeah. One of those things, it's a good question after about 6 woodpeckers.
Go remember that woodpecker. Now that's a sweet cider, isn't it?
Yes, I would.
Woodpecker.
Oh, that was the advert, wasn't it? Woodpecker, yes, I would.
Yeah.
Go. I remember I used to be able to really do a good imitation, but since my voice kind of changed a bit, and it
This is
was
the operation.
that's a Woody Woodpecker song. Remember that?
Yeah.
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 Take us back a bit too far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are we near you? We're getting near your start date now. You'll have to have that joke in line, Sam.
Let's
You
see
what?
Grammarly to their advantage. Jonesy did get to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite
Sorry,
it.
guys.
Let's see what makes the
What's
difference.
that?
Come on.
The
We've got an alien
Woodpecker advert
game.
going on.
Have you
We've
got a
been
woman?
hacked. We've
Have
been
you got a
hacked.
woman in there with you, Kipper?
Is she giving you a blow?
No, yeah, it is. If you listen to it now.
Replay.
Is
Remember
this to calm you down?
I can't screen share.
It's the Woody Woodpecker song.
Woodpecker, what a refreshing change.
I don't remember that one. But
No.
the advert, if I can describe it to you, there's a guy standing at the bus stop, big pool of water outside, out in front of the bus stop. And there's VW GTI coming out, airing up the road, and the guy's looking at the water going, oh crap, I'm going to get soaking wet here. And the car comes in, hits the water and just goes straight into it and disappears. And the guy that pulls a glass of Woodpecker out of his carrier bag. I don't remember it, but there we are.
Yeah. Oh, just when you expect something really bad to happen, it just disappears and he's chilling.
Yeah, with a full pint of cider he just happened to have inside his carrier bag.
I got a feeling there's a lot of things from that pier you've probably forgotten about, Kip.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually. Only that was they said it was 1990, so
Oh, was it? Oh,
busy doing other stuff then, I think.
Talking about
I didn't even know it still existed, Woodpecker, to be honest.
yeah, talking about birds and drink. I went to Dublin about 10 years ago, just for a long weekend, and we did the tour of the Guinness factory. But it's not the factory; it's more of a museum, and they've got smells of coming up pipes and everything. But there's one area you can go into which has got all the old adverts, all the old Guinness adverts with the toucan.
Yeah,
The toucan used to be in the Guinness advert.
Yeah, they had a lot of jokes about toucans, didn't they?
Yeah.
Probably very politically incorrect adverts there as well, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, politically incorrect. It's like,
Although nothing will ever beat the Bounty advert in my mind, I'm sorry.
oh yeah,
Taste of
what about a lot of the bouncing flesh?
Yeah.
What advert was that? I missed that.
The Bounty advert. There was a young girl in a bikini
Yeah.
eating a bounty.
Bouncing away.
Very suggestive.
Bountifully.
Yeah.
It's very bountiful, wasn't she? Oh, we got less than a minute, boys.
Yeah, we have less than a minute.
So
Shall we all play a game? This is like roulette, isn't it? See who's talking when it goes.
Yeah, right.
It's on you, Gary.
Great chat, anyway. Great
Last
chat.
man standing.
Great chat. Everybody's on fine form tonight. I love that. That's great.
Well, you were talking about zebras earlier on. Is a zebra a black horse with white stripe or a white horse with black stripes?
That's another question, isn't it?
Either it's a stripy donkey.
Yeah.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you about Russian roulette. Before we go, who's the odd one out on the 5 of us? Please.